All right, welcome back, design nerds and nerds. You guys already know I'm both. If you've been following along on the Xavier School rebrand series, we've already built the foundation, logos, color palette, and type system. We've even used it across all the school's marketing materials because, even superheroes have to be consistent with branding. And now it's time for the fun part, merch. Because let's be honest, every brand has merch that makes people want to be a part of it. And Xavier School, that's basically a universe of iconic things waiting to happen. When I started with the lanyard, the goal was to keep it simple. Something functional, but still unmistakably on brand. The design features the word mark and the logo running along the ribbon in the school's official navy blue and gold color scheme. Now I know what you're thinking. It's a lanyard. How exciting could it be? But trust me, simplicity is a power move, especially when it comes to institutional branding. The lanyard might not be flashy, but it's something every student wears daily, and it quietly reinforces the school's identity. If you think about it, it's kind of like Professor X. Understated, professional, but you know that he's running the show. Design-wise, I made sure that the spacing between the logo and the word mark was the same throughout the entire lanyard, because visual rhythm, even in small items, builds brand regulation over time. Okay, so next up we have the school's notebook, and for this one I made a deliberate choice. Debossing instead of embossing. Debossing is when you press the design into the material, creating a subtle indent. It's tactile, it's classy, and it doesn't scream for attention. It is more like a whisper to craftsmanship, very Xavier Mansion chic. The notebook cover features the school's logo on the front cover, centered with precision, surrounded by a slight matte finish that catches the light just enough to create contrast. I wanted this to feel like something the founding class might actually carry. Like you could open it and find Jean's telekinetic sketches, or maybe Hank's physics notes. From a design perspective, the balance between positive and negative space was essential here. I didn't want too much clutter or texture. The Bodoni logo type gives it academic gravitas, while the Helvetica secondary keeps it grounded in modernity. Because if you think about it, that's what Xavier's is all about. Balancing the old world ideals of education with futuristic innovation. Okay, and this one might be my favorite segment, power patches. These are meant to be like what we do in the States, which is have patches to put on your Letterman jacket, but instead of clubs, each one of these celebrates the unique abilities of each student. I focused on the founding class era because those represent legacy and evolution. Though if I had more time, I would love to add the giant-sized X-Men because that's my favorite era. Each patch is designed with careful attention to positive and negative space. I wanted them to feel bold and balanced, like each mutant's power could stand on its own, but still look cohesive if arranged together. For example, Cyclops. His patch uses geometric focus and line work, while Jean's has soft radial movement to reflect her telekinetic control. And Beast's, his feels raw and academic. The texture alone feels like scientific atoms. But beyond visuals, these patches function like badges of belonging. In real-world design, it's the same reason sports teams and universities rely on consistent iconography, symbols that unite the community. And because we're talking about a school that celebrates individuality and teamwork, the power patches have to strike that balance of visual harmony, distinct and unified. Now onto apparel, because let's be real, no one's walking around in full X-Men uniforms between classes. I designed the t-shirt and hoodie to be simple, collegiate-style pieces with the school's logo, and Charles Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters surrounding it in a circular format. This layout reinforces hierarchy and symmetry, both visually satisfying and symbolically balanced. The primary color, of course, is navy blue because it embodies trust, intelligence, and depth, all qualities we associate with leadership and education, and the cream version softens that a bit. Approachable but still professional. And once again, I have to mention the typography pairing, Bodoni and Helvetica, keeping everything clean and timeless. This design screams, I'm a gifted intellectual, but I could still run from a centennial and make it to class on time. And finally, the Varsity jacket. This one is a showstopper. It's navy blue with cream sleeves and gold accented typography, perfectly aligned with the school's official color palette. This is the kind of piece that visually communicates prestige. It is what a student would wear on a daily basis, to the cafeteria, to classrooms, to a danger room training session. This is what they'd wear if they want to look good dodging lasers. Design-wise, the gold details tie back to the idea of excellence and legacy. It elevates the entire collection and gives a sense of cohesion to the entire merch line. And from a branding standpoint, it reinforces how apparel could extend storytelling. It is a physical way to wear your identity. The whole project, from logo to color palette to final merch, really brought to home how immersive design could be when you think of it as world building. Because whether it's a fictional school of mutants or a real brand, design shapes how people see themselves within that story. And honestly, that's what I love the most about what I do. Taking an identity and giving it form and function and feeling. All right, design nerds, you know the drill. Which item would you rock first? The lanyard, the jackets, or maybe one of the power patches? Drop it in the comments because I want to know which one wins the popularity contest. And if you missed the first two parts, go ahead and watch them now. The whole project came together like a perfectly balanced composition. And stay tuned because maybe I'll do this more often. Maybe I'll do another fictional rebrand session. Maybe Hogwarts could use a refresh. But that's all I have for you for now. See you guys next time. Bye.